Hey guys, on another hike today, and this time I'm on the Jackson Trail, which is a local trail in a state forest, but it's like a split off of the, I think it's called the Mid Ridgeline Trail, Pennsylvania, something like that, and it goes along a good part of up like the spine of central Pennsylvania, I think almost across the height of the entire state, and the trail is actually down the mountain there. It's down the hill, but I'm walking, and then it comes back up the ridge. It kind of splits and doesn't walk on the ridgeline up here for some reason. Instead, there's this local trail, and it is very rocky up here. It's really cool. I've been told there's a couple great overlooks farther down the trail. I'm not going to go that far. It's like 5 kilometers from here to about where the midline trail hooks up. And it's like, I think it's like an 8-mile loop total if I did the entire thing. And this is like I'm walking in a riverbed. That's what it reminds me of. But there's some good overlooks along the later parts. There's less tree cover, but I'm just going to go to the first one today. I've only got a little bit of time. And I thought it would be windier up here. It's very windy down in the valley, but it was warm. It's a little cooler up here, but not as breezy, at least here where there's lots of trees. So here I am hiking along, and I got some new, or not new, I got my first set of trekking poles. Got them from a store downtown. They're like middle of the road. They're lucky. They're super light. They're not spring loaded, and they don't have, they've got straps, and they've got the clips. I'll show you guys these in a minute. I've got the clips on them, but horrible camera work, sorry. They got the clips, not the twisty ones, and yeah, that's about it. Middle of the road. The really nice ones, I didn't see why I needed them, or really why I would spend the money on them when these would do the job. But the cheaper ones, they were significantly heavier, and just testing out like the twisty cap things, I felt like it was giving out on my weight quite a bit. So the hike shall continue. We had a very big windstorm here about a week ago now, earlier this week. Winds out of the northwest in the valley were gusting to about 60. I think we had a peak gust 57 on campus, and significantly, obviously there's going to be higher wind gusts up here, but I do see a lot of wind damage that looks rather recent. Some trees are still green, the branches, and they're all falling that direction, suggesting it was the northwest winds that got it. Because if we get strong winds here, it's usually from the northwest post-frontal passage. Lots of wind damage. That one's definitely fresh. Still carrying needles on it. Some sort of campsite. I think this is the first overlook. Now it's like, it was very close. That probably wasn't even a mile. Very friendly here, but the other ones are better and much more adventure feeling as you're really high up on the ridges. The ridge continues to incline this direction, so I guess as I go north, but we'll take a peek over here, and I think this is where I'm going to hang out for a bit. Would you look at that? Ladies and gentlemen, central Pennsylvania. Nothing. This is state forest. They say something like 60% of Pennsylvania is covered in forest. Still to this day, it was an original like 95%. And I can believe it because I see maybe some clearings way out there, but this direction, it is nothing but forest. I don't see a road. I don't see a house. I don't see a farm. I guess the wind is coming from the southwest today, post front. So the front came through this morning, brought some squall lines with it, which means winds from that direction, so I'm sheltered on this side of the ridge, so it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, short hike today, time to head back. Only been up here about an hour, but 2 hours is all that I had, and with the snow incoming this weekend, I decided I probably won't get up here, so let me go try something new, and now I know where to come when I want to do a full day-long hike, big loop to do, so Here's my poles, by the way. You know, nothing special. Just lightweight, lucky poles. Got them set at 120 centimeters. If any of you now know how tall I am, about. And time to head down the mountain. Woo!